those holes.
Buddies, grab your snacks and drinks. We're diving into movies, such a wonderful thing. From classics to new releases, we're giving you all the news. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our reviews. It's Tony and Maddie, Tony and Maddie. It's Tony and Maddie, Tony and Maddie. Our binge buddies.
And what is up, everybody? You are tuned into another episode of Binge Buddies. I am your host and producer for the day, Tony. As always, we have Manny on the table because it's Tony and Manny.
God, I love it.
What's
I
up,
love
dude?
it. I don't know. It pumps me up. That intro gets me revved every time we play it now. The other one was great, but this is like,
Really?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to talk about some shitty Adam Sandler.
Are you revved, though?
I am revved up
Wow, dude. Well, speaking of revved up, we have a revved up crowd today.
already.
Quite a few comments off the bat. We have Matty G in the house saying muchachos. Cheers. He says, Tony and Matty. Love the theme song. It's so catchy, says Josh B. Matty G, he says, excited that Matty G's in the house. So am I.
Yes, sir.
As always, dude. And then, of course, Manny comments on himself, says, Tony and Manny. Yeah, dude, we fucking got it, don't we?
Dude, we did it.
The couple of us.
We coupled it up real
We coupled
good.
it up, dude.
Coupled up real good.
A few things coupled up. Couple
Quick,
of pairs,
quick,
couple
two
of
or three
doozers,
things,
dude.
you know? What
Anyway,
do we got in the
dude,
background,
we have a
buddy?
great episode in the background. We have E305 going top left, dude.
E305.
Yeah, I
What?
believe this is the mic. No, this is Nintendo. We are on Nintendo, I believe. She's gonna be playing Nintendo.
How do you even have that? like-
Dude, we courtesy of
Was that part of the hall?
No, that was a haul a little while ago. Sorry, my
That's
camera
impressive.
isn't really focusing on me, dude.
Focus. Are you on manual
I
focus?
don't think so.
You might be. You're
I
manual.
might
then.
be. I gotta fucking.
We'll figure it out.
Do you remember 2005 E3? Talk about it for a
2005.
second.
I actually was at E3. Oh, no, not in 05. No, I was in E3 from like 2013 on. I would be there for a Dell activity, any activation. It was fun. Those things are some of the craziest like places to be at. Everyone's dressed up in these ridiculously crazy, elaborate costumes, and they are doing some of the coolest. I saw some dude, Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, coming at me, nice with my camera at him, just right in. And everyone's the most friendliest at those things.
At E3?
E3, it was great,
Never been. Always wanted to go. It sucks that they don't have them anymore, dude.
I would do E3,
Uh-huh.
Comic-Con,
That's sick, dude.
PAX, South by Southwest, and I did TwitchCon once.
That's awesome.
And it was every year,
TwitchCon,
same
where you
thing.
going there? Yeah.
TwitchCon was interesting because it was early on in the TwitchCon,
Mhm.
like probably a few years after it started. So it was cool, but it's insane the people that go there
It is.
and the amount of stuff that they bring and wear.
Dude.
and just
And especially like when you're watching this old one is sick. We got it at a like a flea market
Yeah.
in Clinton Crossing.
Oh,
Clinton
Clinton
flea
Crossing.
market at the crossing, whatever. We got it from Sam Albino. He's been on Dreamers Free. He has a little
Nice.
shop there. We had to visit him. Saw that there. Took that right away.
100%.
And 2005, crazy year because the Xbox 360's announced. Okay.
That's when I graduated high school.
Unbelievable,
That's
dude.
insane.
That's so 60. So 360 is announced in this one.
That's crazy.
Nintendo's is announced. So is Zelda Twilight Princess for Nintendo. And then all of them, like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, they all are like just starting to talk about Wi-Fi online
Online
capabilities.
stuff, yeah.
And Nintendo comes out, they're like, we project by the year, whatever, 95% of gamers will be all online.
Bingo.
Bingo, dude.
Bingo, bango.
It's like really crazy because, like, again, like it's brand new to them in 2005.
What is it, 19 years? 19 years.
Yeah, 19 years, dude.
Almost 20 years. And that was, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's crazy. A lot of people have been posting stuff like if Back to the Future was shot today, it'd only be like 2000.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
and I'm
true.
thinking about that, and it's very true. But someone wrote, it's like it's very different from 2000 to 1980 than 2024 to 2000 because I feel like 2000s in general,
Mhm.
like everything's moved. We've talked about it a million times. Everything moves so fast,
Yeah.
and technology grew so much in such a little time that it wasn't really like '05 is crazy to think about. But that again, we still had a lot of stuff.
We did have a
At
lot
that
of
point.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that's like
Compared to now, obviously not.
still,
but
but it was
yeah.
like beginning of the iPhone.
Yeah.
Like the iPhone 3 was the bigger one that came out, and everyone started to really grasp at what it could do.
Mhm.
Fucking, you had the beer app.
Oh my
Bro,
god,
let me pretend
dude.
to drink beer.
Dude, I remember having that on my iPod Touch and the
Yeah.
Zippo lighter.
Yeah, the Zippo. Why?
Dude, thought it was so
Why?
cool.
Why?
Because you're an idiot. That's
Yeah.
why, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still downloading stupid shit.
Dude,
now.
honestly, I bet it's still out there. Maybe I'll bet. I used to have a lightsaber one too.
Yeah.
Or one that had guns and you just shoot the guns and just had different sounds,
Yeah.
dude. Freaking hilarious.
It was great. It was great. But like,
Yeah.
but we had that like 2000s to the 80s. Oh,
Yeah.
the internet wasn't even around.
The Walkman, dude. They
The
didn't even have Walkmans back
They
then.
didn't have none of that shit. They had vinyl still, probably.
Yeah, dude.
They were
Cassette
getting into tapes,
Yeah,
yeah.
the cassette tapes.
Tapes, but, like,
Boombox.
No internet.
Yeah.
Like, that's already
Yeah.
a mind fuck. But yeah. All right. But
Anyway,
still,
I digress.
you
dude.
digress.
How dare
05
you?
was a great year.
How dare you ask me questions about what's on in the studio?
Yes.
How freaking dare you?
I was
dude.
watching myself on the screen over there, and then I saw that, and then I didn't know what it was. I'm like, you guys are watching presentations all of a sudden?
That's gonna be worth a lot of money one day. I
It's gonna be
guarantee
great.
it, dude.
It's gonna be awesome. Xbox 360, sell it to what's his face. They were actually
Bill
just starting-
Gates.
Speaking of Bill Gates,
Mhm.
I was into a podcast this morning. There was the most top 7. It's like the 7th richest man in the world.
Bill Gates.
No. This Indian guy and his son just got married, and they were talking like all of the richest people showed up for this pre-ceremony. Like the ceremony isn't until like June. This is like
Oh,
a
wow.
pre-party, and it was like the richest people in the world there. Like we're talking Gates, like people showing up. They were sent a 16-page pamphlet on what they needed to wear specifically. It like
Holy shit.
insane. They're India had to, wherever they were landing, I forget where it was, they had to like do a whole brand new passport like station for the people that were it was like the most ridiculous. These people have 7% of like the world. Like it was the most ridiculous.
Wow.
Like, you know, like
Yeah,
something
something
so
crazy,
crazy
like that, dude.
that you're sitting there going like, what? Billions of dollars.
Mhm.
And it was the son who now owned, but like the father did the whole thing. They bought everything.
The son, the
started doing-
father.
They bought oil because they needed the oils to make the
Right.
rugs. They needed the dyes to make the rugs. They needed this. And then all of a sudden they're just bazillionaires.
That sounds like a good plan.
I know. I was thinking the same. I'm like, that
Yo,
it just
you
makes
want to
sense.
start making rugs, dude?
Let's start making rugs.
Right? Like
Actually, now you start, dude. I can't. You're gonna get me off traffic because now TikTok.
Off
have you seen-
traffic?
Off traffic.
Off traffic. track.
Off task.
Off task,
Yeah,
off
we're trying-
track, off motherfucking traffic.
Have you seen those
do
TikToks
you
where the
got?
guys makes the rugs for like Pokemons and stuff?
Oh my god,
Isn't that shit
yes.
awesome?
Those I want those, dude. And they
Yes.
fucking iron it
I saw
down.
him
They're
do
like
a
freaking
Gengar
cutting
one.
it,
I was
dude.
like,
Dude, I've seen the Gengar one,
I was
dude.
like, I want it.
I want
it
that in my
now.
bathroom.
Dude, so sick.
Yeah, I
so
want to
sick.
step on Gengar when I get out of the
Yeah,
shower.
I can teach you this.
Dude.
Dude, I've been playing. Dude, this isn't gaming corner. I can't talk.
Oh, yeah,
I was about to
sorry.
start talking about Pokemon game that I'm in.
Really?
Yeah,
I
dude,
wanna talk to you about it.
I
Tomorrow
can't-
night,
I
tomorrow
can't
night,
beat my
tomorrow night.
dad in Pokemon Emerald right now. I'm stuck.
Dude.
Tomorrow.
That's hilarious. Dude.
Tomorrow we will
Tomorrow. A couple comments here. Brian Barnaby says Sandler is as ripped as Mika at this point. I wouldn't even put Mika in the category, to be honest, because
Jesus.
Sandler was pretty ripped, dude. And Josh be saying 8-track, dude.
8-track, yeah.
8-track.
8-track life in the 80s because we were talking about
dude.
stuff.
Nice
Yeah.
8-track, dude.
We'll bring it back. Don't worry.
Dude, we're gonna bring it back. Speaking of bringing it back, dude, we're actually gonna start with a trailer that kind of came out a couple of hours ago this
Oh, yeah?
morning.
Nice.
About a movie courtesy of DreamWorks here, called The Wild Robot, which obviously I didn't get the chance to watch the trailer because it came out this morning. Never heard of this movie. It comes out in theaters September 20th, but I just read a little bit about it. Pedro Pascal is in it. We got some big names, all
Sick.
voice, animated, whatever, right? Classic. Seems like to be Wally, to be honest.
I was about to say the minute you said robot, I was like,
Yeah.
Wally.
Seems like that there's like a a path of self-discovery, technology, getting back into like roots of nature and just like getting off your phone, moving, whatever. So again, I don't know. I haven't got much info on it besides when it comes out and this basic stuff, a couple actors. But I figured we watch trailer because it seems, I mean, it's animated. It seems kind of cool,
listen,
right? Like,
there's two companies that make really good animated films, and
Mhm.
it's Pixar and DreamWorks.
Right.
And usually DreamWorks doesn't have the success sometimes that Pixar does, but when
Mhm.
they hit it, dude, they hit it way. It's good. I love it. Let's watch it.
So yeah, let's take a look at the trailer here. Like I said, September 20th, going to be
September
in
20th.
theaters, which is solid.
I see trees of green and clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred night. What a wonderful world. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Sometimes to survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be.
Dude, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, you like it?
So my thought about it, because I thought also was yeah, who just said that
Seb.
trailer just makes me want to cry. Yeah, it was pretty close.
It
That song
does.
was pretty solid.
Yeah, it was.
The
It was
way
great,
that they
dude.
redid that is pretty fucking cool. But unlike Wally, dude, this is like, having a kid that's starting to realize what like the world is, and
Mhm.
you see that, because we're fucking old, we're jaded when it comes to like seeing things in a new way and like
Right.
seeing something new that just changes. Like, I see that feeling in my kid's face when they see something new or they find something out, and you're like,
Mhm.
wow, like that's what that was. It was like that feeling that you get when you're just seeing something for the first
Mhm.
time and understanding and trying to figure out what it is. And then the dangers, like wait with the bear, of like trying to do that and then just getting just hit by something
Mhm.
like crazy and knocking you down and trying to have to figure it out. But it's I think it might be good. I'd love to know more.
I definitely want to know more. I'm a little like confused. I mean, do you think that there's dialogue here?
That was the other thing.
Right?
I don't know. I think there will be once, like, I mean, I feel like he might say stuff
Right?
almost like Wally. He might have some type of speech, but it looks like he just got dropped on accident
Mhm.
there, and he's just kind of like literally evolving
Yeah.
as he's meeting everything that's going down.
Hmm.
And then it looked like they show up after.
Yeah, and then like he may be like, I mean, who knows if
Who
there's
knows? 'Cause, like,
they're gonna
unlike
want to
Wally-
excavate the island, and
Yeah.
he's like, no, you're not gonna ruin
Exactly,
this.
because now he's part.
Yeah,
Even
I'm
with
part of
the little
this.
chick bird that he was had him
Little
follow.
chick
Like, you
bird.
start realizing, and then
Yeah.
the big hug from all the
Yeah,
animals.
dude.
It's, I don't know, man. It looks very heartwarming. It feels like it's gonna bring you back to that moment
Mhm.
of that realization of things, and it's a cool feeling. I think, and when
True.
you see someone else, like, oh my god, like what is it? And something
Mhm.
when it's something like beautiful, like
Yeah.
what, like how does that happen? you don't know. It's like magic, and I think that's kind of what they're trying to portray there.
How what did you think of the animation? Honestly,
A little different.
yeah, it's almost like got this texture to it.
Yeah, which I think is
It's
always
like
good.
almost like leaning towards like what the new Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was, but obviously not as drastic.
aggressive. Yeah.
But again, you think of Wally, you think of everything smooth and clean and vibrant.
So one of the if you watch Inside Out and you really like, and you watch it on like a big screen, and you really look at the detail in like Joy in her skin, there's texture, there's like these little glimmers everywhere, and that's what that felt like. It felt like everything really did have its place in there, and like it wasn't smooth. It's nature, fractals, stuff that like give these patterns, and that gives you that texture, like you said. It's just like those rough edges. It's not, it's not clean. It's not, and that's the other thing with comparing it to Wally. Like Wally, they left the Earth. The Earth was just crud. This guy's in this beautiful, luscious, just like looks like an Alaskan fucking beauty. You know, like it's so cool. So I think it's gonna be good.
I think so too. And I feel like it's been a little while since we've had like animated movie like this in theaters too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and dude, that comment, the trailer just made me want to cry. Like that's crazy. I love when the trailer can that type of emotion. And it means something a little more. And hopefully they can do it throughout the whole thing. But that's also very hard to do.
Yeah,
and
very
make
hard
it
to
entertaining.
do. Yeah,
like you don't want to just be like,
dude.
Oh, I get it. He wants to fucking.
I mean, again, like think about
Love
too.
nature.
Like, I mean, I not only Wall-E vibes, but I also get like Castaway vibes. It's really
that's
what
exactly
this
what it
is.
is.
A robot.
Yeah,
it's Castaway. Yeah. So
figuring out his life,
Yeah,
and
you gotta,
you
like-
also don't know, is he programmed for something?
exactly,
Is he just
dude.
waking up and conscious?
Is he like part of a human? Like, is he programmed for humans, or is he like just all like mechanical, like just machines now? There's no humans.
And we do see a scene where it's like the forest is on fire.
Yeah.
Like, is that a flashback? Is that something that his people are doing to the like? It
Don't know.
Yeah. And I think again, that's
Right.
what a good trailer does.
Do you think that this movie would be better if like there was constant like internal dialogue of the robot, or you think you'd rather?
Again, I think that's part of the filmmaker's choice. Is like, is he adapting? Is he learning, or does he already have a past? And we don't see that in there, but we see the curiosity and trying to figure things out, and the learning process when he was with the crab and he saw how the crab walked and he just started walking up. Like that's just adaptation. That's like a computer. It's like you turned on a computer, it knows nothing, and now it's adapting to everything around it. I don't know. If audio wise, if they do a really good job with like the sound mixing and the sound engineering, I don't think you're gonna need audio. I mean, you didn't need it in Wall-E.
You didn't really
for
need
a while.
it. Yeah.
But you got those emotions, you got the way he felt, you saw the type of person he was, that personality got shown. We've already seen that this has personality. You see him going up, you see him working with the chick, you see him pulling down to the nest of another bird. Like there's things that are there.
Right.
And I think it could work. Yeah,
I mean, it definitely could work. Again, like comparing to movies you saw Wall-E where there is dialogue, right? Like,
but not with him.
Not with him. And then I think of like the Iron Giant too.
That's
where
what,
like
I mean, he
doesn't talk exactly,
vibes.
especially when there was like that high angle shot of him standing with the light on.
Yeah,
like I was like, that looks like Iron Giant. And again, same deal. Iron Giant didn't really talk until the end for the most part, like a word or two, whatever. But he also had like a kid companion who talked a lot. So like there was a ton of dialogue.
Again, we don't know. This could be just a small part of the movie that they're showing, and then you get into like more,
that'd be kind of crazy.
You know
if
what
it
I mean?
was, dude. Yeah.
It's still it'll be okay, I think. And it How to Train Your Dragon was pretty decent.
Yeah, great filmmaker,
great
DreamWorks
fun,
again, great job.
Movie, like it did well. Kids like it, adults like it. I think that's exactly what this is gonna be. It's not your Toy Story. That's gonna change the world.
No,
I don't think. But it could be a good story that'll entertain.
Nothing could be like Toy Story.
Never.
Yeah, but it was cool. The facial expressions.
Yeah.
Like we're getting it here.
A lot of it was good. Yeah.
A lot of it was good. Let's get some comments here. Josh B says that was a good trailer. He's confirming it. He also says the girls would love this. Absolutely. I'm sure RJ would as well. He also says when you combine intense and heartwarming in the same sense about a
Yeah.
movie, that is deep.
Deep.
Deep in you. And then Brandon Heaton says the Wild Robot looks great and from DreamWorks, and we have Kung Fu Panda 4 on Thursday, dude.
Yes, we do.
Have you seen the whole Kung Fu Panda
I
franchise
watched
so far?
a couple, but I need to. I think I'm gonna sit down and watch
Really?
the first 3 with RJ soon.
Yeah.
Dude, Jack Black does a great job.
He really does,
He
I
really
guess,
does.
dude.
Jack Black has become really one of my
Yeah.
fucking heroes.
I've only seen the first Kung Fu Panda, and then I was just like, dude, like, I don't know, like obviously good, but it wasn't those, like I wasn't interested in like, oh wow, a sequel, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I was like, oh, a sequel, like whatever, and then I was like, wow, they're making a third one, and now they're like, wow, they're making
Yeah,
a fourth
the
one,
minute they said a
dude.
fourth, I was like,
I'm oh,
what?
come on, what are we doing here?
I don't know.
But maybe, I
haven't
mean,
watched
Mike
enough.
wants to see it. I know
Yeah.
that, so I'll go make the sacrifice.
It'll be fun.
Go.
At least it'll be. At least you know that it's going to be semi-entertaining with Jack
Jack
Black.
Black. Oh yeah,
He's
definitely.
always
And there's definitely some good, some better, also good names in there, right?
Yeah, who do we have in
Kung Fu
in
Panda
follow?
4. The cast here, we
My
have Jack
favorite.
Black, James Hong,
Yeah,
Dustin Hoffman,
yeah.
Bryan Cranston, Viola Davis, wow, Ian McShane, Ki Hu Kwan is everything everywhere all at once, the Goonies,
Indiana
that guy.
Jones, yeah,
So pretty solid.
yeah. It's
Sure.
great. And dude, I love James Hong, dude. That dude cracks me up at everything.
He
he's
really
in.
does. He's freaking hilarious, dude.
They've put him in some of the most generic, funny roles.
Yeah.
Balls
of
of
Fury.
Dude,
He absolutely kills it, dude.
Died watching that movie.
Every time.
Cracks me up.
He is so freaking
Safe.
funny.
R.I.P.D. He's hilarious because he's one of the guys that the way he looks like is him.
Dope. Mulan, he's
Yeah.
dope. He's the Emperor's guy
Dude,
with the
Chinatown, 74, dude. He's been around.
He's been around town, dude.
It's so cool.
around town.
The world.
Oh, that's right. He plays the father in Wayne's World
Yeah.
too. When they're doing the kung fu battle with the dubbed voice.
Yeah.
My son.
It's so good. He's a
oh
legend.
my
He's a
god,
legend.
dude, he's so funny, dude. Also Keith says late to the party, says saw the trailer. It's a new version of Wall-E for a new generation, more deep and more in touch with the world. I'm imagining he means.
Agreed.
And then Brandon says I'm seeing Kung Fu Panda on Thursday, going to the big release, dude.
Bam,
We'll have to hear that.
Hell yeah.
Because I believe Friday it's
Yeah,
like, you know,
We're gonna have to talk on Friday.
How do you feel about that, by the way? Because I find that kind of odd.
What?
Friday's your premiere day, but like there's movie times all day on Thursday. Is that just like
See,
what,
that's weird. Usually, I mean, back in the day, it was the 12 o'clock,
the midnight release?
the midnight release. And
Because
that
they did it
was
with Dune too, where it's like Thursday, they were all like from noon to 7 p.m. were all times.
I don't understand why you do that. I think you need that I mean, again, I don't think they're doing it anymore because after COVID, the way shit. But dude, I remember I went to the Matrix at like 12 o'clock, and it was the greatest thing.
Episode
ever.
1, Star Wars,
dude,
Lord of the Rings,
Game
midnight,
over,
dude.
Game over.
I will say though, like, and it's funny because you brought that up, but I feel like more like within the past couple weeks, I've heard so many people tell me, "Oh, I haven't been to the movie theater since like pre-pandemic," and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, I don't know. Like for me, I've always loved the movies, and I get it. You know, obviously at the time of the pandemic, like shit was shut down, onshore, whatever. But like, I think we're pretty far out enough where it's like,
no, I don't think it's the pandemic. I think the pandemic was the beginning,
right?
And it was like a big factor. But social media,
we'll see. But that's what I think of. Like, and the next argument is, well, you know, like the big screen, the surround sound. Like, I have a big screen and I have surround sound at home. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but it's still not like, I don't know, man. Like,
no, I think
I don't care.
Patience. I don't think people have the patience to sit in a dark room anymore and watch a movie. Like, and I say that with social media because of the fact that I think people have to be doing something now.
Right.
They can't turn their brains off and just
sit
and watch. Especially, unfortunately, a lot of the movies suck.
Yeah.
So you're like, you're gonna take 2 to 3 hours out of your day to go inside, dark room, watch this thing.
Right.
And if you're not into movies, the whole place where you're watching it doesn't matter. You just want to consume it because that's the mindset. Everything is a consumption thing. It's not like a consumption, analyze, do this. It's just like, give it all to me and I'll figure it out later.
That's kind of bullshit, man.
And I do it to myself.
You should stop doing that to yourself.
I know. I can't do it now, dude. I don't have time to go to the movies if I want to hang out with my kids and I want to do that. Now, I need them to get to a point where I can go to see Kung Fu Panda and have
Mm-hmm.
them try to be quiet for 3 hours while I watch a cool, fun animated movie. But to go watch, like, especially if I do have the access to it later on,
right? I know
it gives me, and especially with half the movies that you guys have gone to. Actually, I can't even say half. Probably about 85% of the movies that you guys have gone to in the past 2 years. Every time you come back, you're like, not worth it, or Mike slept through it, or we left.
Yeah.
Like now, when you can't, you have to think about spending your money. Like if I go by myself, sure, $10. If you get a special, maybe less.
I know. Bring the 2 kids, get the popcorn and the candies.
That's like $40 to go watch a movie that maybe they stay at for the whole time. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I needed to go back. I understand. I agree.
Well, see, I understand that with like your time and everything, but like,
seeing a movie,
I mean, people
it
should be more of a norm. It's like, oh, like I don't want to hear you have a TV at home.
I can watch.
It's not. The same.
I can watch
though.
on an
iPad.
The same. I can watch on an iPad.
Sure, you could.
I don't know how people sit like this on their phone.
Neither do I, dude.
Just like,
and like I get it, headphones maybe too, but there's something about being in a big open room and the speakers are making it shake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're getting
like. I don't care. Like, there's no, like, you're not enjoying Oppenheimer as much as I did in the theaters. Yeah. Honestly, not even Barbie, because a giant screen with those colors was
Barbie
fucking
that big?
sick.
Can you imagine the beginning of that scene and you're like,
exactly, dude.
Hi, Barbie. Like,
literally.
Insane. Yeah. No,
it's sick, dude. And again, like the movie popcorn, the slushy, you're sitting in a cool chair. Like, I don't know, movie theaters are fucking cool. And also, I mean, the last few movies Mike and I have been to, with the only people in the fucking theater, dude.
That's mind blowing. I mean, that's the coolest thing ever.
It's cool for us because we literally run around.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm like, wow, this is kind of crazy, dude. Like,
yeah, it is. It's a nutty thing.
I remember being a kid and I had to like be nervous every time.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a good seat? Am I gonna have like a bunch of people next to me that I don't want next to me
all the time?
All the time, dude.
Am I gonna, if I get there early enough, I can probably get a seat in the back up nice and good. If not, you're stuck like this.
Right, exactly, dude. Now none of that, dude, which is fine.
Now you get to sit in comfortable fucking chairs. That's the other thing.
Dude.
Like
assigned lounge leather chairs, dude.
Like that's amazing. A little bit dangerous because easily fall asleep.
Michael.
But I mean, dude, what's better than to sit on a recliner with a big screen and like, especially on crazy movies that aren't like realistic movies. They're like action, big, crazy sci-fi stuff. Like Dune, I can only imagine seeing in a theater. Like how crazy. Imagine seeing it in an IMAX.
I know, dude.
Dude, no.
They did the same thing to the 70 millimeter film too. They had those. I have yet to see something like that.
The 70 mil. I've watched one thing.
I wanted to see Oppenheimer, but they weren't playing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's expensive too for them sometimes. That's tough. It's tough. E3?
Yeah, I'm watching E3 right now. This is Nintendo announcing damn, what the fuck is that game? Pokemon Coliseum for the Nintendo GameCube. Little known fact, that game is like a cult, like best game ever made, like Arceus before Arceus, way before revolutionized Pokemon games. I have it for the GameCube. And I see it online for like a hefty amount of money.
Damn.
Because that game is like no other. Like open world, you're running around, dude. It was for the GameCube back in 2005, dude. How sick. Little Tony playing Pokemon. It was amazing. Thank you. So off of the theater, get to the theater, people.
Get to the theater. That's the overall.
And a lot of stuff. Again, Dune 2's out this weekend. Kung Fu Panda. There's a lot coming out in March. Like there's a lot to be happy about.
Yeah. There's a few things that are coming out that are worth seeing on the big screen.
I think so, dude.
And I want to introduce RJ to the big screen. I need him to know that magic.
He's gonna freak out, dude. When he sees Nicole Kidman in the hood and
talking,
whoa, dude.
Just straight up. Hello, I love cinema.
Because here it is.
It is.
So hilarious. But moving on, I mean, I guess, we were talking about it's kind of a good segue to the movie we're going to review today.
Oh, boy.
Because it's kind of honestly like, Wild Robot, but just really wasn't good. So let's do it. Spaceman review. Adam Sandler's newest movie out on Netflix. Now, we talk about his movies on Netflix, the murder mysteries, the big contracts that he signed for like 12 to 15 movies, whatever it was. And he's just been pumping out basically garbage for all these movies. And we see the trailer for Spaceman. We watched it. We were like, hey, you know what? That can kind of look pretty good.
We were hoping that because it was a serious role that it could be solid because the last few serious roles he's done have been spot on.
Correct, dude. Like Uncut Gems, Reign Over Me,
Yep.
Click, even semi-serious, whatever,
Absolutely.
dude. He's got it in the bag
can
for
do it.
serious
He can do it.
movies. This one he really drops the ball,
So
fumbles the ball.
Let's just put this out real quick. I talked to Tony last night, and he was like, "Are you here tomorrow?" And I said, "Yes." And I'm like, "What are you watching?" He goes, "I'm gonna watch Spaceman." And I said, "Listen, I will watch it tomorrow morning, aka earlier today in the morning." And I walked in today and I said, "How was it?" And the fact that you looked at me and you were like,
and that's when you poo-poo yourself.
yeah. He goes, "Nah." And I was like, "Should I watch it?" And he looked at me and he just said,
Bullshit.
3.
"Don't bother." The fact that Tony didn't even just say, "Hey, watch it," just to like,
which I normally do.
even to just talk about
Yeah.
it. I was like, "But should I watch it?" Like, I don't mind watching a bad movie. I don't mind talking. But when someone literally just goes, "Don't watch it,"
Mhm.
especially someone like you telling me that, I was like, you know what? You take the lead on this because
Yeah.
it's not even going to be that good.
Dude, it's such a shame. It really is. As I'm watching Time Crisis, by the way,
Ooh, Time
now there's
Crisis.
Batman involved. Batman
Oh.
Begins.
Ooh.
Oh, they're doing the rip through of EA
Oh,
games
the new
coming out.
games
I
coming
used
out
to
this
love
year.
this Pokemon. Oh, XD, dude, also great game.
I used to have Nintendo Magazine. Remember
Oh,
that?
dude, me too.
was the
With
best.
Nintendo Power.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nintendo Power. Yeah.
whatever it
Oh,
was.
that was
Yeah,
so
it's the best.
sick, dude. Whatever, dude. Game Informer, also great magazine. We still love that. Oh my God, the Bongos, DK, dude. But focus, Tony.
Focus, sorry,
Spaceman here. All right, so again, we're talking Castaway movies with not a lot of dialogue, a lot of reclusivity here. This was kind of like one of them. Okay, so we saw the trailer. It seems like he's just in space on a mission, completely alone, and either imagines or interacts with this alien that's a spider, right? Whatever.
Okay.
Voiced by Paul Dano. Okay. We also have Carey Mulligan in the movie, plays his wife. We also have Roz, right, from Big Bang Theory. Is that his name? The Indian guy?
Raj. Yeah.
He's the mission control guy who's like assigned to Adam Sandler, so he's constantly in contact whenever he needs him because he's
Nice.
alone.
So he's pretty much still the same character from Big Bang.
Basically.
Love it. Okay, good.
So Adam Sandler, the story is he's on this mission to Jupiter to, I just guess, investigate like this particle, whatever, that's been found over there, whatever. And it has to be a mission that he's by himself. So he's in the ship, and it already starts off where he's been on there for like 189 days, whatever. He's halfway through his mission. And it's just like from the get-go again, because I'm like, I'm going into it thinking, like Castaway, like it's gonna be very like slow, methodical. You get his storyline and how his mission or whatever catastrophe he's gonna face, affects him and how he overcomes it, whatever, dude. But I feel like where they first faltered right away was that he's already in the ship 189 days in. Like I didn't get any type of background in terms of how
he got up there.
Exactly. Again, think of Castaway, where it opens up with him working for FedEx. Right. It's Christmas time. He's planning it with his wife. They're both high paid whatever jobs, and they're never together. They have to literally calendar out their shit.
And now this is like bam.
And now this is just like on the ship, and then on the plane, whatever. And then catastrophe hits, and then you land, and you're like, oh shit, we're in it now. Okay, we're already in it. All right. It starts off where he's doing this like Skype meeting with the world, right? Because obviously this is something that's in the headlines. And he clearly, like you can tell, like already not a lot of sleep. His face is like this. He's got a big beard because he doesn't even bother to shave. And he's like wakes up right away. He's in like this t-shirt and his basketball shorts, dressed like Adam Sandler, loungewear, whatever. And he like floats over to the chair and he sits in the clogs, and then he's on now this meeting with the world. And he's in a fucking t-shirt looking like a bum. And like they're just asking him like bullshit, like layup questions. And he's just like, yeah, I am committed to my mission. This is the other thing. Writing was poor, I feel, and the acting was bad. I think, like, again, at this point, I think the purpose of this scene was to show that Adam Sandler is clearly not okay, but he's just like acting as if like everything's great. This mission's, oh wow, look at us, like like let's go.
Let's go.
He's from the Czechoslovakian, by the way.
Interesting.
Yes, Czechoslovakian. And he's not.
Does he have an accent?
No
Yeah,
accent.
Fuck.
So he plays himself. Okay, he's Jewish, obviously. And the acting is just piss poor. Literally, this scene, Mike and I looking at each other like, yes, I am committed to my mission. This will help the human race.
Yeah.
I am now going on to the moon of Jupiter.
The moon.
It is a dust particle that I must collect now to help my country. Like literally like that. Like I'm not. And then like, of course they have this girl comes on as a citizen question. I heard you're really lonely up there. Like that. No, I'm not lonely. It is fun. I know what I'm doing is good for my country and the human race.
I'm in space.
To answer your question, I feel great.
This is
literally like, this is the first scene.
So right off the bat, Mike fell asleep. Got it.
Basically, dude. And you also like already like, okay, so you find out that he has a wife who's pregnant. First couple minutes of the movie, leaves him. Like literally, like there's a video message. There's how they show it where like Raj is like watching, or the woman who's conducting the interview in the beginning is like watching the video message that the wife has sent to Adam Sandler. I can't do this anymore. I'm gone. Whatever. Leaves Adam Sandler.
It's a dick move.
Right, that's what you get first. And then like you find out that he's been kind of a shitty husband. Because he ignores her because he's so committed to the mission and being an astronaut. And the reason why he is an astronaut and feels like he has to do this for the human race is because his father was, I guess, a communist during like, I guess, the Soviet times and like did a lot of bad things.
The KGB.
And yeah, basically. And I guess went against his own people, the Czechs, and the father was killed because of it. And he feels like he has to do this to make up for his generational curse, whatever. Jesus. And then in the meantime, all this is happening, right? And all this, he's like one of those guys, I don't want to talk about it, gaslights, whatever. And so like he like I obviously at first he encounters the spider and he's like, is he real? You don't know. Is it an alien? Could be figment of imagination. He's alone, isolated. He's going through stress because he knows his wife isn't talking to him. He has a feeling she's leaving, but Mission Control won't tell them. They don't show him the message. We cannot show us. And then so the movie, they're trying to track her down, and they have her side story where she feels like she can't do this anymore. He's not good. Should have left him years ago. I'm taking the baby somewhere else. And it's just like, I mean, do I really care about? Because I'm not really invested in your characters right now. All right. Like if I had known you guys had met before, and again, like Castaway did it where you get a glimpse, give some information first, and then, but now you're just like throwing it in our faces. And I don't really care. And then like, again, like in the beginning, you lead me to believe that she's the asshole. And then it's kind of like he's the asshole, but she's still kind of the asshole anyway. So they're both just assholes, honestly. These are the two characters. They're two dipshits who are doing
one in
things.
Space, one on Earth.
Exactly, literally. Who are both in scenarios they don't want to fucking be in. Yeah. So why are we here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then on top of it, like I said, the writing is lazy. Fucking, I don't know. The spider is weird. The spider is weird. Okay. Like that's weird. Also, so it's like you're trying to bring me into this weird thing, make me buy into. You're not letting me buy. Adam Sandler is not. His acting is bad. His acting is really, really bad, dude.
You what you need.
And even with these two people, I try to think like, oh, like this is what I would do, and I'm like, I would not do what Adam Sandler does at any point, dude. Like, does it really feel like how I feel like I cannot put myself in his shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. And then like there's some crazy and then the movie starts to get ominous where the spider alien is talking about how like the one of the moons, the rings around Jupiter you're entering has this spice that's like, and I'm like, oh, this particle that was the beginning.
It's actually Dune.
Yeah, exactly. At first, I'm like, okay, this is whatever. This is vital to life.
Let's harvest.
And I'm like, okay, it's Dune. And literally, there was this conversation where they literally talked in a circle, and I was so fucking done, dude. Because it was like this is the like the particle is the beginning, and then as like, what do you mean by that? Oh, well, it's like this particle that is, and it is the beginning. And as there's oh, okay.
So is it the beginning?
So yeah, like literally just told me the same thing twice. Like, what is going on here? Dialogue was really bad, dude. The wife you wanted to punch in the wife's mother was even an asshole. Okay. And it's, oh my God, dude. Then you get, whatever, dude. So we're watching the movie. An hour in, Mike's like, we gotta go. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it at home if you want to go.
Finish
Like,
it,
I'm
yeah.
down because I rather, like, at this point, I'll just watch my bed and at least
Yeah.
relax a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we go home, and of course, I fall asleep at the last 20 minutes. And I wake up 2:30. I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch the last 20 minutes, see how it ends. And of course, they don't even really allude to anything. They just kind of, now they ignore the storyline with the fucking particle, basically.
It's over.
And it focuses on the marriage. And they basically get back together because they realize, hey, we're both assholes. Let's be assholes together now. Let's raise an asshole kid. And that's what they basically do. They make up, which I guess is lovely.
I guess, but there's no point. Fuck it.
There's no point to this movie. It was not good. And even like maybe the visuals were cool, I guess, but it really didn't like tug on my heartstring. It really didn't tear me up. It really was bad, dude. Yeah, this is it. That's him. You're on camera 5. Let's go, dude.
Look
Yeah,
at
he's
the
like,
spaceman
yeah,
looking for
dude.
his spider.
Dude, literally, bro. Like Adam Sandler, how bad he was, pretty bad, dude. Like honestly, I was kind of surprised.
I wish we had him on the green screen because I just put a background of ship for him.
Yeah.
And we know you said we're done after an hour. You said.
I tried to watch it at home too. I was like, I can't.
The fact that you woke up at 2:30 and in your mind you're like, gotta finish it.
Well, because I'm like, in my room, I'm like, I'm dozing off. I'm like, I'm like, there's 30 minutes. If I can do it. And then I fucking missed it. I'm like, damn it, dude. I gotta fucking, like, I'm not making it this far.
So
and not seeing the end.
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
You,
I literally
at
like
2:30 woke up and we're like, oh man, fucking middle. I gotta finish watching that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have just waited till you woke up and watched 20. You could have probably listened to the 20 minutes and been like,
Literally. Yeah.
all right. So another shitty one for Mr. Adam Sandler.
It was a real shame. Let's get to some comments.
I feel like Barnes
here.
called it like 5 years ago.
Yeah, he did. Let's get to some comments here. We have a ton, I think.
There's been a conversation.
Oh, I know. There's a conversation going on. Manuel Santiago. You're so funny, dude. Oh, that's right. Brandon Heaton, who's been, I feel like he's new.
Yeah.
He said before, he's a beginner animator and artist in 2D online animation school. It's the best thing ever, and my passion is animation. Love to hear it, Brandon. So glad you stumbled upon us here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let me how did you find us, dude? Because we it seems like you would really like our content.
Hell yeah. Send us some animations you made, dude. I want to see.
I was just gonna say, dude, I'd love to see your work. And
hell yeah.
We do make short films, so maybe we can work together in the future. You can use us for a project, maybe, or homework or whatever. That would be sick. And we have Michael Buckton in the house talking shit about Tatum.
Yeah.
And then Keith saying, I used to be like Tony, and then I took an arrow in the knee. No, and now nothing in terms of going to the movies. Yeah. Taking my daughter to see Kung Fu Panda 4 for a first time ever, dude. Let's go, dude. Love to hear it, Keith.
Ding, ding, ding.
Brandon, I love being an artist. I draw like nonstop. Love to hear it. Love to see a passionate person in something,
hey, man,
like art,
too,
dude.
Homie, so I get it.
Yeah, dude.
I get it.
Keith, I'm assuming I see cause I love animation and DreamWorks and of course KFP. Keith saying I heard the movie was good.
You heard wrong, Keith.
The movie was not good, he says. Brandon saying he's 29 years old. Oh, our age loves the animation. Love to see it.
Nice.
Keith saying there's nothing wrong with that. Manuel saying I'm 37 and I totally prefer animated movies these days. Yes. Yes. Keith saying so you prefer appreciate a good animated movie. I get it, dude.
Yeah.
And then we have Keith, Josh in the house saying what's going on, whatever. Bukta, number one savior and bodyguard at the Lakers Celtics game. I will do that for you, Michael, of course.
Yes.
Keith says one thing I didn't get is why did he go the Russian Czech route tune for the movie? I don't really know that either, as opposed to being un-American.
You meant tone, right? Not tune.
Tone, yeah, sorry.
Just make sure,
tone, whatever.
Toontown, I thought we were talking about.
And then Binge Buddies making lunch for the little one. What's for lunch, Keith? Let me know. The kid I want to know. Keith saying Michael, dude, to Michael Buckter, I believe. And then Michael wanted to go to Florida. Absolutely, bud. Keith says I did like the old style of ship. It's like the movie was set in the 80s. Question mark, I think. See, I would have liked to have known that because I would think like 80s, close to the fall of the Soviet Union, maybe, and the style of the ship, the astronaut suit. The astronaut suit, though, seemed like a little bit more futuristic rather than 80s.
Yeah.
But like even when he did the webcam stuff, like the headsets and stuff, didn't really seem, I guess,
Dude, I don't care what anyone says. My
But-
favorite space person is what the hell was the guy? He was the Russian guy in that Solo. What movie was it? That they show up and he's just been in there for a while. He opens the thing and goes, "Hey, welcome to Russia," or he says something like that. I want to say it's John Turturro, but it's not John Turturro. Oh my god!
Wait, is that new movie?
No, it's not that new. What the
Oh,
hell was it?
John Turturro.
It's not John Turturro, I don't think. Then, I'll
Space
figure it
movie.
out. I'll figure it out. It's something happens and like
It's like
The
is it a
plane-
horror movie?
no, it's like an action movie. Is it Armageddon? No, it's not Armageddon. Something happens, everything happens, and then they end up on the Russian thing trying to get back home, and things start breaking down there.
I vaguely
Yeah,
remember. It's not Armageddon.
Oh no, it's not.
Russian space station space movie.
Fuck. It's gonna bother me. No, it wasn't Russian. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's not like a Russian.
It's not a
movie.
Russian thing. It's
Yeah,
like
shit.
it's an action movie, and like the Russians have somebody up there in a space station, and they have to go to him, and he's like, "Do not touch my stuff. Don't touch that button." He says something.
It's not The Martian, is it?
No. It's Armageddon. Jaybird says. I think it is Jaybird. Or it is Armageddon. Right before they go off the meter. Is that what it is?
Well, look at Jay Bird come out with Armageddon,
That's
dude.
what I'm talking about, boy.
That's what we fucking need, baby.
Right? He owns
Never missing a beat, binge buddy.
He's across the pond.
He's across the pond. He knows something about that. They
Keep on going. Let me see. Who
Uh,
else is in the
Russian
astronaut?
guy.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh my god, it is.
Sorry, it is
dude.
this guy. My bad. That's the guy.
Fuck, dude.
I love him in it.
Fuck you, Jay.
Jay, you're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you
that's
so
why
much,
I need
Jay.
you right here next to me, buddy. To help me out. Yes, that's the best, dude. I love. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that is
favorite space
that is great,
spaceman
dude.
ever.
Spaceman.
Spaceman.
Spaceman. Space Mountain Man. And then also Keith says, oh, what else did he say? Oh, he said Sandler wasn't good. It was like he was reading cue cards or something, literally. And again, I think he was trying to be like, oh, like he as an actor is creating a facade that he's okay, but he's really not okay, dude.
So like, it's like he had to act while he was
fool.
acting.
Yeah.
And he can only act. He can't act
Yeah.
like he's acting.
So Sandler could possibly be losing it.
He might be.
And then Keith saying, Brandon, new question mark. Welcome, dude. Josh B welcoming Brandon as well, dude. Love it. And then so Spaceman review, I would give it honestly probably a lowest score, like a 3.8.
Ooh.
Don't watch it.
I did not.
And it's because I remember like just looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a long movie. And I remember because we watched the Ranger game here, so we didn't start till like after 10.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh,
It's an hour
dude, like,
48.
it's an hour 48. I'm like, oh, that's great. And then I remember in my back of my head, I was like, how are they gonna like tell this whole story in an hour 40? And I feel like normally these movies are so slow where you have 2 hours at least.
I literally hit that, and then I went to Apple TV and I clicked on Napoleon, and it was like 3 hours, and I was like, you know what? None of these right now. None of these right now. None of these. I'm good.
So it's pretty interesting, dude. And I don't know what Adam Sandler's doing. He has to pick it up, dude. He's got to figure it out. Figure out his shit.
Truthfully,
What do you got?
he has to do nothing. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. That dude is so set.
Oh, obviously.
And he's a smart dude. He has Happy Madison production. He creates this stuff. Half the stuff he's probably doing for fun, and that's it. Like, simple as that. He doesn't have to do shit. He can make 50 more shitty movies, and it'll still be fine. Truthfully, I think.
I guess, but don't you think it hurts his legacy a little bit?
I don't think he cares about his legacy. You see what he wears? He's him.
Yeah.
He does what he does. He's one of the coolest dudes. His legacy is that he plays basketball with everyone in the streets of New York and has fun. That's what it is. He just he'd rather be known as like a cool basketball player. That's what he likes to do. It's insane.
I think he should still figure it out, dude.
For our sake, I think we would like to enjoy some more good Adam Sandler movies.
I would.
But
Keith said 3.5, by the way.
Yeah.
3.5, boy.
I haven't
So
heard us say that low of a score in a very long time.
I know.
We've hit some some low scores, but that's
And it sucks, dude, because I was looking forward to that
Yeah.
one a little bit.
I know.
But I digress, and we move on. I
And
digress and move on,
moving
dude. So speaking of Netflix, I think this is a good segue into our next topic. Look at me with the fucking segues
Dude,
today,
he's
baby.
the segue
Baby back,
champion.
bitch. Baby back, bitch. All right, so next up we have the Riley. This should be Ripley. Typo.
The
typo.
Riley Project.
No, that's gonna be our spinoff with Riley Souza. But we have the Ripley movie here coming out on Netflix. I believe. When did I say April 4th? So 4424. Ripley trailer came out, I think, yesterday. Don't know much about this movie, to be honest, at all. To me, it seems like from what I've seen, it seems like a noir movie. I'm not sure if it's like serious or not because I didn't watch the trailer. But Netflix original movie coming out with a couple of no-name guys. And again, by the plot line, it seems like that it's almost like gonna be what the fuck is that movie with The Rundown?
Ooh.
That's the one with Sean William Scott,
and The
I
Rock,
think,
right?
and The Rock, where Sean William Scott is like a wealthy man's son who's out in the fucking desert, and The Rock is hired to go get him.
Yeah.
So that's the premise of this movie, but I think it's more like serious and noir type.
Yeah.
So let's take a look here.
Hit it,
dude.
May I ask you to describe Thomas Ripley? What line of work are you in, Tom?
Accounting.
You're a very hard man to find.
He came to Italy, moved into Dickie's house. He just wouldn't go away.
You like art, Tom? You're in the right place.
You like art, Tom? Well, you're in the right place.
Tom is one of those people who takes advantage of people. He's taking advantage of Dickie.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
False IDs, bank letters. What's going on, Tom?
You crazy?
I don't trust him. He's a liar. It's his profession.
The corpse was found on the Via Antica, struck on the head by some heavy instrument.
My God. This is what I do for a living. You're interfering. I'd like you to leave.
I bet you would.
Someone is dead in Rome, and Senior Ripley is missing. This is the situation.
So this is gonna be like way better than The Rundown. Way better than The Rundown.
This is like Matchstick Men and the Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, dude.
And something else I can't remember.
I was almost getting like a better Saltburn vibe. You are Saltburn, right?
I couldn't
with Barry, but like he came in and he fucked up that whole. Like he was a liar, cheater, family murder.
This is more like Catch Me If You Can feel like.
Yeah, I guess
this
so.
Dude's like learning this stuff, but he's a little bit.
But I feel like he's a bit more
violent.
diabolical and murder man. Like,
way darker. But it's like an old school
noir film.
Yeah, it's like the Maltese faction. Like,
yeah.
You know
Falcon.
what I mean? Maltese Falcon. Yeah.
Right.
And it's, I mean, the minute that you decide that you're gonna go all black and white, it changes. It changes the way you watch it, because when you eliminate that color, you're eliminating a whole visual thing.
Oh yeah.
And now you have to be specific and you have to be good at everything else.
Yeah.
And I think the main character, I like that guy, and he gives off this really creepy. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
what like you can see it in his eyes. There's
Yeah.
something like
That actor, dude.
what else has he been in?
Andrew Scott. I know. I looked him up and like not a lot,
No,
dude.
there's one-
Fleabag. Never. That's a show that I hear is
Spectre,
good.
he was in. Keep on going. There's something else.
There's something else.
There's a big one that he was in.
Are you sure, dude?
Yeah, what was it? Pride, Spectre. Weird. What have I seen him in? Oslo to the School Cognition. Keep on going. Still 1917. I've seen him in that.
Yeah, but I don't think he had a big role in that.
I know.
movie, did he?
Black Mirror, maybe
one episode. Fleabag. He's been in a
Fleabag,
bunch.
Yeah, I've seen one episode of Sherlock. Sherlock. Oh yeah, there you go. Moriarty. That's why I recognize him. That's why I love him in it. He plays Moriarty in Sherlock.
Oh,
and he is creepy as shit in it.
interesting, dude.
He's great in it. He's a great Moriarty.
Hmm.
But it's that weird stone face, like you cannot read him. And as Moriarty, that's kind of like the same character. It's like you're creating all this illusion to try to trick Sherlock, and that's what he's doing, I think, in there, but in a more diabolical way. But yeah, that's God. Thank God we found that, because that was gonna bother me.
Shut the fuck up, Manny.
No, I'm seriously, that was actually gonna bother me. I was like, I've seen him in something that was big. Yeah, everything else.
Thank God we found that.
Thank God we found it. Now
You're
I can
so
go
funny.
with my day.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And also Dakota Fanning, by the way.
Yeah.
I think she's a great actress.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds, obviously. She's
Amazing.
a child actress, great job. Even in Push, she was great. You ever see Push with Chris Evans?
Oh yeah.
That movie was sick.
Yeah.
Loved her in it. And then she did something else, dude. That was like
She's been in
where
a
she was
few
like
good- oh,
legit.
Man on Fire, she was good.
Wasn't the Man on Fire is what I'm thinking of. Yep.
I Am Sam.
Yeah,
She's
I
really
haven't
good in
really
it.
seen that movie in a long time.
Equalizer, the new one
Um,
with Equalizer 3. She did a pretty decent job with him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
I don't know, dude.
Sweet Home Alabama. What was she in Sweet Home
I don't know. Cat in the Hat obviously knew that, dude. That's a great job.
Just
Good
took
job
R-
there.
Just
So
took RJ to the Dr. Seuss Museum. So
where the hell is that?
Springfield, Massachusetts, baby.
Get the fuck out of here. Is that where Dr. Seuss is from?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Was it fun?
It was pretty good.
Springfield, Mass.
Springfield, Mass.
Like, do you think it's worth a vlog? Is it big?
No, it's just like it's one like.
Are there
house.
interactive things to do?
Yeah, but more kid stuff than anything.
Really?
But if you buy a ticket, you buy a ticket to all 5 museums that are there. So there's 2 art museums, a science museum, and all, but they're all small.
Mm.
So like colonial style houses, like big houses that they just kind of transformed into these.
Did you go to the other?
We went to the
museums?
science one
That's
because we
cool.
were with RJ. The whole point was to show him. So
Right.
science, they had one room with a huge dinosaur in it, and that was it. And
Oh, I saw that
fun.
dinosaur. I
Yeah,
think I
and
was-
I think
I saw
that was like their dinosaur exhibition.
Oh wow.
You know, so it's not like huge, but Dr. Seuss one's fun. You got all the characters. They have a few things for kids, but like probably not for a fun adult thing.
It's too bad.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Anyway, this looks pretty solid, dude. I'm actually very excited. April 4th, so coming in a mere month away. I'm sure Netflix will put like the whole series out there at once.
Yeah.
Miniseries, 8 episodes, it said too. So
I'm always
they're
down
pretty
for
solid,
those.
dude.
Those I feel like are always thought out well, and you know you're gonna have a beginning, middle, and end, and you're not gonna be left with like a pissed off.
Yeah, I hope not, dude. I hope it's not like, I don't know. I feel like this would have been maybe better as a movie. I feel like 8 episodes, probably an hour long. I mean, there's a lot going on there. It's 8 hours I'm watching.
Yeah, I feel they're gonna get into that a little bit more. I think
Yeah.
the person's gonna get. You're gonna see some shit, and it looks like
Right.
he's involved with a lot of people.
I noticed that guy, who's that black bald actor?
I didn't realize.
He is in a lot of things, dude. He was in 3,000 Miles to Graceland, is what I can
3,000
remember.
miles to Grassland.
Graceland, yeah. You ever see that movie?
No.
Are you serious?
Yikes.
Kurt Russell?
No.
Kevin Costner?
Should have seen it, shouldn't I?
Definitely should have. Where is he, dude?
Courtney Gwux.
This
yeah.
guy,
Yeah,
Hakeem Woodbine.
He was
Woodbine.
just in that one, Spencer Confidential.
Yeah.
He's got a
He's
big part.
awesome, dude. And he's done a couple comedies where he's like kind of funny, whatever. But then like he's in like some freaking like graphic. Like again, 3,000 Miles to Graceland was a very graphic movie,
Yeah.
dude.
The big hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sniper too.
he's a great actor, a solid actor.
Yeah.
And let's see some more of him. I see-
Overlord. Nice.
Overlord,
He's in
dude.
like those like B action.
Yeah,
movies.
he's like a
But
top
he's like the
B
top
list
one. Yeah,
actor,
exactly.
dude.
He's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
top of that list.
Which is fine, dude. I mean, hey, man, that's what you got going for you.
Hey,
there.
again, I liked him in Spencer Confidential. He's like this corrupt asshole cop. You
Mhm.
know, it works.
By the way, you're pissing Keith off. He says the talented Mr. Libby. He goes, "Ah, Manny beat me to it," and he goes, "He was good and shrug." He goes, "Manny beat me again." You're just beating Keith, dude.
I'm beating Keith to death.
You're
here.
beating him to death.
To
To death. Get beat to death. My death.
My death.
God damn it. Oh, dude. All right, so April 4th.
April 4th.
Think about that, dude.
I'm excited for that.
I'm also excited that was
April
our
4th?
final trailer of the day. Oh, the regime.
Regime.
The
Actually,
regime.
Speaking
dude.
of limited series, I believe this is a limited series. There's only one episode out. It's on is it on HBO Max, I believe?
Yes, it's on Max.
All right. So threw
Kate
me a
Winslet.
little off. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, but there was nothing else in that I could watch. And I put it on. I didn't realize there was just one episode right now. It's weekly, I think.
That's dope. Love that Max does that
Yeah.
a lot now with their
And
shows.
and they did it well. A really weird first episode. You find out that like they just took over this country, and I don't even think they mentioned what country it is. I might have not been paying attention for a little bit of it, but they're just in the midst of like the regime change, which makes sense. And she's like this. Like she's a clean freak, agoraphobic. Is that what it's called?
When you have OCD sort of deal. A germaphobe.
A germaphobe. Like,
also, by the way, in the plot here, it says unnamed Central
Unnamed
European
European
nation,
nation,
which is
yeah.
kind of interesting that they don't name.
yeah, because it's so off. Like it's
Is it-
so weird.
I mean, is it like completely made up? Like this is not
No,
clearly
no,
modern
this is-
times,
no,
or
no,
this is
clearly
like
not modern times. Clearly
Yeah.
not modern times. So,
Oh my
like
God,
the
dude.
first episode is setting this up, and you find out that she's like this crazy. Like they are all for some reason they're super afraid of her. She's the head of everything, but
Mhm.
like she smells mold everywhere. All right, and like you can't breathe near her. You like everyone's afraid for some reason. And you find out throughout the show how like angry she gets and how like you can see
Mhm.
that there's like rage. But it starts off with this guy that gets brought in, and it looks like he's a refugee or like a captive, and which he is, I guess. Something happened somewhere at some time that he was like part of, and I think it just killed a bunch of people, blah blah blah. But he was against this regime. They bring him in, and he becomes like this the lady's like guy that tests the humidity
Okay.
of the air.
Interesting.
So they're like, all right, you're gonna walk with her, you're gonna walk in front of her, you're not gonna talk to her, and you're just
Mhm.
gonna read off readings. And all you see him is doing this. And she's like, and he's like the head of a group that was against her, and now he's working for her. And like you're
Okay.
trying to figure out what the hell this is. And you're trying to figure out with him too, because like throughout the whole beginning of it, he just like wants to like kill himself.
Oh my God.
But he's like hitting himself. He's a soldier, so he just like follows orders. And that's how they bring her. And then you start seeing this relationship between him and her. She starts trusting him more and then something happens where like a random guy shows up and she freaks the fuck out and she goes into isolation. Again, she's still trying to, she has there's a certain mineral that they can dig in her country, and she's making deals with like the United States.
So it's basically Dune.
Kind of. But like the music is really weird and really like boom, 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 like really crazy, like music that goes, it doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
And so it tries to be kind of like uppity, but it's really, really dark and really
Okay.
fucked up. And like you see her visit her dead dad, who's like starting to get these like moles out, and he's kind
Oh.
of being preserved in like a
Oh.
yeah, and she's married to this dude, but like Dude, there's so many weird conversations, and it just threw me off. But I couldn't stop watching it. I was just like kind of attached, and I need to know what was happening. And you end up at the end of the first episode where like she all of a sudden only trusts the dude.
That's
And like
so
the
weird.
dude's her guy, because the dude is the only person that's like not a part of everything else, and like trying to take away what she's worked for. It's really weird. But again, I just couldn't stop watching it. So
Mhm.
now I'm like intrigued to see how it goes. I can see how this show will tank
Yeah.
because it is fucking strange, and I can see already on there's 2.6 on
Yeah,
on
Rotten
certain
Tomatoes 58%. Audience score was bad there.
So
Um,
fuck Rotten Tomatoes because they're morons.
They
either
are
way.
more
So
morons.
I don't take that.
I look
at
at the
all.
audience score from
The
them.
audience
You know, like
score,
that. Those are. I'm
I think
assuming
this is
still
just too
people.
weird. It's really
See,
fucking
it's interesting because
weird.
it says here like the genre is political satire. It's
Yeah.
labeled as like a drama comedy here.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it does seem kind of odd.
Yeah,
And apparently, it was
dude,
pretty highly acclaimed
So she
before the release.
she does great, and
Yeah.
she has this tick where she talks with her, and her lip just moves
Quivers.
up a bit.
Oh, there's the fucking.
There's the dead fucking dad.
I gotta show
And
the
apparently
people.
nobody respected him, and she did stuff that like he tried to do and he didn't do. Like, I don't know, man.
Where am I?
I don't know where you are, Dad.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there you are. Like that's
fucking creepy.
and so
man.
she goes in, and so she's holding those flowers.
Yeah.
She takes them to him, and then she has a whole conversation with him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the guy that was, I guess, part of the military that was
Right.
against her, and then she's using him now.
Yes.
But she acts like full germaphobe. It's pretty creepy. And again, this little thing when she was saying something, and it was, I don't know if it's just me that noticed it, but probably not. It's just, I don't know. I think she does a great job, and I think if it keeps on going this well, like it could be an interesting show.
Yeah, let's see. The season 1. Let's see if there's how many episodes we have. I would imagine there's gonna be like 8 or something.
Let's hope.
Oh no, she just went to IMDb. Probably gives you
Just
like a whole
premiered season
list.
1 down there. Browse episodes.
So there's gonna be 6.
6. Again, limited series. So
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Oh, so it is gonna be. It's like just one and done.
yeah.
Oh, all right,
Which
cool.
is again,
Yeah.
I like it.
Right.
It's
you know
a little
the,
bit
like,
longer than a movie,
The end is coming.
but I have breaks, and it can actually like take an
Yes.
episode and focus on something.
I have
Take another-
hand brakes.
So I'm in.
Well, that's dope. So you would recommend? Would you
I
recommend?
would recommend
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one, at least this episode, just if you want to
Yeah.
see something a little bit weird and different.
Hmm.
It's not like something I've seen before. It's a little like some villains in movies that are like germaphobes, but like,
Right.
but it's not that type of movie. Again, political satire,
Mm-hmm.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, and she has people around her that I don't trust, and some of them are a little weird, and they're always talking behind her back. And then like, one of her right hand women is like dating this other dude, and you keep on seeing them together, and they're just like, and then like she is taking care of another person's kid. Again, little things that have yet to be explained because it's new, but
Mhm.
I think it'll be. I definitely recommend it.
That's good, dude. I'll have to take a look at it.
Yeah.
HBO Max, I have that, so I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll get around to it, dude. But we'll see.
If you get
We'll see if I can get
around to
around to it. Well, now I'm watching True Detective every Sunday,
Yeah.
which whatever. We talked about season 5 coming out, right? True Detective.
Yes,
Yeah.
we weren't happy about it.
No. Speaking of that, I think it's time to get to our final segment of the day, the rapid fire news, baby. Bang. So we have a ton of news here for rapid fireness. The first one I'm going to show you guys actually, and Manny probably be pretty disappointed here. Yeah, we have Bill Skarsgård first look as the Crow in a new Crow remake. This is what we have here for good old Billy Boy, dude.
I gotta watch Crow again.
Now listen, I think remake, bad idea.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Needs to be done. I mean, it's time, I guess. Time has passed.
Yeah, it's a horror movie, technically.
Technically, yeah.
You can redo it.
Yeah, I guess so. But obviously, it's just because of Brandon Lee and his story and everything like that. I know they've even replaced him since then, but I mean, that movie is just so legendary and it's timeless. Because I mean, the horror movies really don't change. Like, it's not Like, it's probably not gonna look any different, you know, in terms of, you know, costume design, set design,
Yeah.
the time period too. Like, it's gonna be the same. And I mean, I don't know, man. Like, let's let me look at that,
He
dude.
looks a little too
Jared
much.
Leto, Joker.
I was about to say he looks too much like the
I hope
Joker.
we beat Keith to it.
I think we
That's
did.
son of a
He just wrote,
beach.
"I hate it."
Really? Yeah. He wrote, I hate the look. Me too. The purists, I think, of the Crow will. So be on the lookout for that type of shit movie probably coming out. And Bill Skarsgård, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know, man. I think he kind of sucked in the new John Wick movie, and then in any other movie, he doesn't really talk at all.
I won't even talk about it because I haven't walked out on a movie that quickly, and I walked out immediately. I went to go sleep in my car while my wife and her friend watched it.
Wow.
I passed out in the car. I said, "Nope."
That's kind of crazy.
It was so bad.
And that's the guy that you're
Yeah. So I am already on a negative.
So you didn't like it? No Crow. Brandon Lee, where you at?
I'll go watch the original again.
Watch the original again. Let's go. Rapid fire. Bang, baby. Next up, rapid fire news. Courtesy of Michael C. Theophil, who tells me that confirmed Lindsay Lohan, Freaky Friday 2. I have reports saying she's excited to work again with Jamie Lee Curtis. What do you think about that, Manny?
Are we doing grandmother, mother, daughter?
Grandmother, mother, daughter?
Or are we doing
That sounds like some weird video you watched last night. Bang. I'm actually kind of about it because Jamie Lee Curtis is very hot right now still. Not even, I'm not saying looks wise, but acting wise. She's been in movies.
She's a hottie.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Bear, you
Yeah,
know, something else
crushed
too
The
she's
Bear.
been in as a movie
She's
too. Like,
popping up and all over.
she's popping all the way up.
It was
Lindsay
something that
Lohan,
we watched a
we
trailer with her
watched
in it,
something. Yeah. But Lindsay Lohan, absolute fucking wild card.
Yeah, I think she grew up in that time where everybody was going crazy, and now she's older and probably a little bit more, you know, matured and could do something. Hopefully, she wasn't a bad actress. She was just a child actor. That's all.
Yeah, but I'm saying like now she's just like seems like she's crazy, right? And she's been in. I've watched those fucking rom-com Netflix movies she's been in. No bueno, baby.
I don't know. It could be. It could work. It could not. Who knows? I think a lot of these younger actors are coming back because now they kind of maybe normalized a little and got out of, because you got, dude, if you're a kid in Hollywood, you're fucked either way. Like,
yeah, true.
Unless your parents are good to you and deal with everything the right way, and she did not, and she had some rough times. I think she can come back. I think a lot of people have been coming back and doing great things. You know, that have left Hollywood and gone off to do other things, and they come back and they crush it. You know, even this kid from the dude from Indiana Jones.
Oh, from everywhere. Yeah. Hwan Yu-min or whatever.
You know, like homeboy came back and did it on his own terms, and look at how well he's doing. He's in like everything now. He was in Loki. He was in that movie. He was in the new Indiana Jones. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. So I guess we'll kind of see here, you know, I think a lot of that rides on Lindsay Lohan and how she showed up to set and how she works with Jamie Lee Curtis. But I would imagine a veteran actress like Jamie Lee Curtis, whip her into shape. And that is Rapid Fire News. Rapid Fire News. And that will also kind of wrap it up here. A couple more comments on the way out, Manny. He says, Keith says, apparently it is comic book accurate in terms of the Crow. I guess that's good. So that's what he heard.
So it's funny that we always talk about this. That's the difference. You have someone that if he doesn't like it, but it's comic book accurate. So now all of a sudden you're like, all right, so what's better, for it to be comic book accurate, or do you want it to be popular for everyone to watch? Like, it happens to us. I feel like we have this conversation with all these. Same thing with Last of Us. We had the conversation. It's like, to me, it's just interesting to see that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. And then he also says Lindsay Lohan was just on the Fallon show doing a skit, Parent Trap. So of course she is coming back. Yes. How'd you do, Keith? Let me know. Also, I feel like the movie being good will help it if it's not comic book accurate. But if it's not comic book accurate and it's bad, obviously it's worse. So like, I guess it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because like that movie, it's I don't know, it's different because the movie's been made already. It's not like this is the first time it's being made, you know? So you already have a vision. A lot of people do on what they want. And of course, like, because of the whole story of Brendan Lee and everything, there's like, huge following for
Yeah.
this movie.
There's
there's a lot of emotions, and then there are people who are like, oh, comic book accuracy, whatever.
but it's the same thing. It's when we talked about
Last of
Avatar.
Us or Avatar, yeah. Yes.
Like I personally think the new Avatar was really good.
Mhm.
But I'm also not like Mike, who has followed the series so in depth. And he
Right.
goes, all right, there's this is missing. I'm like, yeah, but when you jump into a show that's trying to cover a bunch in a little bit of amount of time, or it's different. It's different, especially going from a movie that you can literally do whatever you want, however you want it, because it's animation. Like you create these worlds, you create the movements, the look, this, that, and then you go to TV. It's going to be different. You're going to go from an old school horror movie into a different time with new ways of filmmaking that might change everything. So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. I guess, jury's out for sure. Keith says they give us hints on what is coming out when they do talk shows. Good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good idea. Good thing to say. And Joshua says he's laughing, and he says Tony's a savage with the Lohan comment. What did I say?
That you suck.
Oh, in the new rom-coms?
I guess you're just hating on her too much because
I'm
we
sorry.
have a Lindsay Lohan fan with the Prez, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Lindsay Lohan growing up, I mean, she was great. I mean, you mentioned Parent Trap, Herbie, Fully Loaded.
Fucking fully.
Even when she did Georgia Peach, it wasn't Georgia Peach. What was that movie? With God, who's that actress? The great actress. Georgia something dude, and of course, the movie when she Danny Trejo, Machete, she was in,
Machete.
right?
I love Machete.
And obviously Mean Girls, like
Mean Girls is.
What was that movie with the Georgia something, dude?
Parent Trap, Mean Girls, Freaky Friday.
We know that.
Dude,
this is gonna bother me, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
she looks good though. At least she doesn't look.
She looks okay.
What was that one?
Oh, sorry, a little distracted here.
You got very distracting. I Know Who Killed Me.
I Know Who Killed Me. What?
Love Struck High.
No, that wasn't it.
Two Broke Girl. Eastbound and she was in Eastbound and Down.
I guess so, dude.
Anger Management. She was in Anger Management. The show. Machete. Labor Pains. What?
Georgia Rule. That's it right
Rule.
there.
She
Son
was
of
in
a
Chapter
bitch,
27
dude.
too?
I guess so.
Interesting. She's been in a lot, dude.
Yeah.
There was a whole point where this is all 04, dude.
Yeah.
This was like her
huge,
her perfect timing right here. 04 through like 06. She was killing. Yeah, dude.
So I think Freaky Friday would be good. I think it'd be well made. What's that movie with is it 17 again?
Yeah, with
Zac Efron and Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
That movie was good.
Yeah.
And then 13 going on 30, also good. Jennifer Gardner.
Gotta love it.
But I mean, if you have anything else, that pretty much wraps us up here, buddy.
I mean, that's pretty solid.
We went through a lot of stuff, dude.
We did. We're good.
And I feel like we stayed on track for the most part.
Not at the beginning. At the beginning, we were going places.
E3.
We were going places.
Because E3 is special.
I know.
It's got a special place in my heart.
We almost turned this into an episode of Gaming Corner all of a sudden, but we got ourselves back.
Josh was at the adult film reference.
Adult film. Oh,
I don't what.
Oh,
what did I say?
You were saying that I was watching something on the weekend. What the hell?
Oh, granddaughter, daughter, granddaughter, mother, daughter. Oh, God.
Grandmother, daughter.
Grandmother, daughter.
Grandmother, mom, daughter.
Grandmother, mother, daughter.
Yeah, that's a category in itself.
Yeah, dude. That's all right. Dude.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, dude. He says Tony would like that movie Out the Canyons. Out the Canyons. She's naked in it.
taking out the canyons, her canyons.
Out the Canyon. I never even heard of that.
The Holiday.
Did you see that? Did you mention that movie?
Never heard of it.
Oh, the Canyon, just the Canyons,
the
dude.
Canyons.
2013.
Seems like a movie that she would see boobies. Oh, it's an IFC film. It's a very artsy boobie. Okay,
yeah, an artsy boobie.
Artsy boobies.
Oh my God. Oh, James Dean is in it.
Oh, then that's definitely
like that James
that's
Dean.
Porn. Yeah,
like not like not
that's porn.
like that James Dean.
We are watching porn.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on here, Josh?
Dude, just because you
Josh
think
didn't
you
mention
can
that.
act.
Keith mentioned that. Keith mentioned that. What the fuck,
Keith is watching some dirty.
The Canyons, dude, or the weird movie. Yes, Josh.
The
B.
Canyons.
The
Grandmother, mother,
Canyons.
daughter.
The Canyons.
The
dude.
Canyons.
The Canyons of Cannons. On that note, we're gonna.
Manny said it, not me. Of course, I said it. The Canyon boobies. Funny.
Oh god damn it, dude!
Oh,
right.
grandmother, mother, daughter.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in here. By the way, for Friday, Poor Things on Max. I think
Is it
Oscar movie.
When is it?
Oscar
When
nominated
is it out?
movie.
When is it?
Dude.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
stoked.
Oscars is Friday, but no, Oscars is not
Saturday.
Martin. Saturday.
Friday, Sunday.
Sunday. So we have to watch
Sunday
Poor
blood.
Things.
It's not out
Stream.
yet, dude.
It
ain't
definitely
out yet,
is, dude.
I don't think it's out yet, dude. Yeah, it's
This
out.
week.
When? Where?
This week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Mean Girls.
Poor
Poor
Things.
Things. Hulu. Motherfuck you.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Wow,
it.
Ricky Stenicki.
Ooh, Prime. I gotta watch that too. American Fiction. If I can watch it too.
MGM Plus. What the fuck is that?
Nope,
American
not
Fiction.
wearing-
I would watch it though.
Not watching it if I have to.
Damsel. Never heard of it.
No.
Have heard.
Wonka's supposed to be
Wonka's on Max.
Not yet. It's coming. I checked this morning.
March 8th.
Yeah.
That's Friday.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we
There's
can
something else on Max that's coming out too.
Friday, March 8th. Wonka, Max. We're gonna watch it.
Wonka!
Oscars Sunday. Poor
Sunday.
Things has to be watched for Friday.
For
Michael
Friday.
loves what he's doing right now. You
Hit it,
can't
hit
kind
it,
of see
hit
it though.
Hit it.
But I want to thank everyone for tuning in here. Love the engagement, Keith, Josh. Our new guy, Brandon, I think his name is. What a way to end the show. Keith says, thank you, Keith. So Poor Things, Friday, watch it, review it, get Oscar, maybe final
Oscar
thoughts.
ready, baby.
Maybe we'll look up some fucking bets because you can bet on the Oscars, motherfuck.
Do we do our Oscar predictions?
I think we do we kind of already did.
We did, but we just guessed.
We just kind of guessed.
Now that
dude. Now that we've
saw
seen
some
the movies, we've
shit.
seen more, baby.
It'll probably
So
be the
let's
same.
fucking figure it out. I'm totally pumped, dude. What a way to end the show. Keith, thank you once again. Thank you, everybody. Great job to us, by the way. I think very knowledgeable we are.
Dude, we
had
did
some
good
great
today.
discussions.
We did
No
good
one
today.
discusses movies
No
and
one.
shit like us, dude. So I will see you back here for Sportsport tomorrow, 10 a.m. Obviously, Binge Buddies back on Friday. Have a great week. Watch some great movies. Go 10 to the movies if you like. And have a great night, everybody.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.